why did I? It's not even a funny bit. That was fucking stupid. Why do you fucking do that? That was dumb. Today. This is so funny. Every time I do it, man. Every time it's so funny. Today, we are reviewing the Glorious Pandas, also once called the Glorious Holy Pandas, but got dropped as soon as they announced it. We'll talk about it in a bit. These are Glorious's take on the Holy Pandas. They are a tactile switch with a 67-gram force, a polycarbonate top housing, nylon bottom housing, and palm stem. What is unique about these switches is that they are allegedly too glorious. Nobody can really say whether or not they are really saying the truth about this or not, since Glorious is the only people that know about this information, and we just have to trust them about what they are saying. Made of the original Invir tooling. Now, if you don't know why this is unique or interesting, I'll give you the quickest explanation to this. In the beginning, there was the Invir Panda switch, which was a linear switch back in some time when I wasn't doing keyboards, and there was also the Halo True switch made by Kaiwa, I believe, which was a tactile switch. One day, I don't know how it came to be, but one day the two switches were combined to create a tactile switch, so tactile and amazing that it just blew up. Shit hit the fan. Drop started making the Holy Pandas. The first batch after the group buy started selling on Mech Market for crap loads of money. Then the batch 2 came out, and shit hit the fan with that one, since everyone was complaining that there was false advertising because some shithead decided to say the switch was now made out of full palm, but in actuality it was still a polycarb top, nylon bottom, and a palm stem. And there was some marketing executive who told someone to show them burning their Holy Panda switches for a refund, and then shit hit the fan again, and there was a shit ton of shipping issues going on because of the COVID pandemic. Then Drop decided to increase the price of the switches from $72 or something like that to $85 for 70 switches, making people even more pissed off and hitting the fan with shit, and all this shit was just. And then Glorious came out with their Panda version, and people were like, oh shit's gonna hit fan again, and then we were in the present day. Hope that made sense for you guys. Didn't make sense for me. I wrote the damn script. Anyways, yeah, Glorious Pandas. With all that being said, there's still some more stuff to talk about. Smile. I put a fucking smile in the script. What is wrong with me? When Glorious announced their switches, they decided to call their switches the Glorious Holy Pandas. Now, to a normal person who has no idea about keyboards and key switches, will probably be like, yo, that's pretty cool. They're like talking shit on Drop and shit. They even made their prices so much cheaper compared to them. Like, yo, dude. But to the people of the keyboard community, they realized that this shit is stupid. Oh, I also forgot to mention that they trademarked the name Glorious Holy Pandas or some shit like that. Small. Definitely not an important note I left out, so it's like, no biggie. The keyboard community was kind of pissed off about this, and rightfully so. To trademark the name Holy Pandas is a scummy move, first of all. This gives them the right to go at Drop or anyone who even uses those words, since now they own the trademarking for it. On top of that, to call your switch a Holy Panda was incorrect from them in the first place, being that the reason why the switches were called Holy Pandas was because of the two switches that made a Holy Panda. A Halo True switch stem, hence the Halo, and the Panda switch from the Invir, hence the Panda. To go out of the way to trademark something for a switch that doesn't have the Halo True stem, and possibly, allegedly, since nobody really knows besides Glorious, the Panda housing. The trademark to people looks more like a chance for them to come at anyone who uses the name Holy Panda in any way. Now, Glorious realized this, and within a few hours of their announcement, they decided to listen to the community and released the trademarking around the Glorious Holy Panda, as well as dropped the Holy entirely and called their switches the Glorious Pandas. Wow, so juicy, man. This is great. Just like got my heart racing. I was like, woo! Onto the Switch itself. The Switch was in a pre-order phase, with batch 1 being shipped in late September to mid-October, and batch 2 being shipped mid to late November. Now me, I insta-bought during the batch 1 pre-order and didn't realize that Glorious was going to ship batch 1s with the Glorious Holy Panda packaging. Now that got me excited, and so I decided to keep those sealed when they arrived, and also ordered the batch 2s, which is why this video is out so late compared to everyone else, and I'm probably gonna not get a lot of views for it, but hey, it don't really matter, because like, hey man, like fucking, what are the views gonna do for me? I don't get money from these videos. So look at these. Look at these. Look at these fuck ups. Look at this. Look at this. I got 2 of them, man. I got 2 of them. Got 2 of them. This is what they used to call it. This is what they were trying to trademark and shit, and get all pissed, and then everyone got pissed off about it. Switches upon arrival are not looped, completely stock, and upon typing on them, they are really tactile, like pretty damn tactile. Probably more tactile than the drop holy pandas themselves. But, and it's a big but, big booty, these switches stock have some downsides. There's a bit of scratchiness to these switches, and there's also some spring ping coming from them as well. It's like when you don't notice it, like it's not like like ping ping ping, or like they're like when you press down on them, they're like peek, peek, coming from the springs. I sound stupid, but the tactility is great. Tactility wise, I believe they've really proved themselves to compete with the drop pulley pandas, and even with the whole tactile universe, you know, fucking they're like fucking we got the cherry on his brows, get around browns, bada 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 bada, the Zelios, the drop pulley pandas, Yakola pandas, the Everglide Orioles, the shit like that. But of course, nobody really uses switches stock now, do they? I hope not, because you're kind of like hurting your ears and your fingies. The lubed glorious pandas sound and feel great. Scratchiness from the switch is no longer there, and the sound has a more deeper tone. Tapping on these compared to the holy pandas, they have a great tactile bump and are definitely really good switches. Now that we know a little bit about the glorious pandas, how about we put it up against the 2 big boys, eh? The Yak pandas and the drop holy pandas. Few things that I've noticed, sound wise, the glorious pandas are a more deeper sounding switch compared to the other 2 switches. Drop holy pandas sound sharp in an unusual way. They sound like the E note, you know, like E, where it's like do 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 do, like the high E note, like do 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 do. Wait, no, do do do. I don't know what I'm saying. I know this sounds so bizarre, but like when I type on the holy pandas, the sound profile of these switches really feel out of place. You know what I mean? Like they're also the most clackiest of the 3, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Like fucking, I feel like, dude, it's like I wrote this script at like 6 in the morning. Leave me alone. The Yaks though, I don't know what it is, but they really feel and sound of higher quality. I don't know what it is, but comparing them to the glorious and drops, they just feel of higher quality in some way. I don't know what it is, man. The Yak pandas have a lower pitch than the drop pandas, but they aren't as low pitched as the glorious pandas. Feel wise, the glorious, like I said before, feel really great. Tactility is on point, and I believe they have potential of becoming people's new favorite tactile switch. The drop pandas have a weaker tactile bump. I don't know what it is, but the tactility of the switch is very all over the place. Every once in a while, the switch would be really tactile, and I would notice that tactile bump, but other times the bump will be very faint and I would not notice it. The Yacht Pandas again have a higher quality bump. The tactile bump that the Yacht Pandas have is more pronounced and you just never miss it. Comparing the Glorious Pandas and the Yacht Holy Pandas, it's really hard to tell which one is more tactile. Like, I'm not kidding, they really feel the same. If I were to take into account the acoustics of these switches as well, the Glorious Pandas more thockier sound makes it seem less, I don't know if this makes sense, but the thockiness of Glorious Pandas make it seem less tactile compared to the more clackier acoustics of the Yacht Panda. Now keep in mind, you might like a more thockier switch, you might like a more clackier switch, you might like a more pronounced tactile bump, or a more subtle one. It's all preference, and you should really make the judgment on what is your favorite and which switch is the right one for you. Okay, I want to let you guys know that I was honestly surprised by these results. It turns out while I was writing the script and testing the switches, I confused the order of my switches, and then I mixed up the yachts with the drop switches. So when I found out that the drop switches were the switch with inconsistent tactility, cheaper feeling housings, and weird pitched actuations, I was honestly shocked. Like, holy fucking shit. I should just leave it like this, man. That shit look, yo, I look like a fucking, yo, that's kind of spooky. Hey. Between the time that I made my Holy Pandas video back in fucking, I don't remember, like fucking, I don't know, was it like October? Let me check. Holy shit. I made the fucking video in September. I've been doing this for only 3 months? What the fuck? Why does it feel like I've been doing this for like 7 years? Anyways, I almost I almost threw up. Anyways, between the time I made the Holy Pandas and now, I've definitely strayed away from tactiles. You know, using linear switches have been so relaxing for me, to be honest. Like, not too loud, not too much force, typing on them and shit like that. But these Glorious Pandas, man, they really sparked that tactile spark in me, you know? Like, when I first saw Zelios, when I first tried the Zelios like a year ago, I was like, oh, these are so good. The fact that so many people want to replicate just one switch to the point that there are controversies revolving it makes it so much more exciting to see the next tactile switch that tries to dethrone that Holy Panda King. And these switches, these glorious switches, in my strong opinion, have dethroned these Holy Pandas by a margin. And on top of that, I realized that Yacht Holy Pandas, or Yacht Trash Pandas, Yacht Man Pandas, Yacht whatever the 10 million color variants of the thing is, destroyed the Holy Pandas by a margin as well. The Glorious Pandas come in at around $25 for 36 switches, making each switch cost 70 cents per switch. Now 70 cents per switch is still on the pricey side, but compared to the likes of Franken-switching Yacht Pandas with Halo Trues coming around $1.05 per switch, and Holy Pandas coming at around $1.17 per switch, they are the new budget king of the pandas. No, actually, they are the king of pandas. You are getting the best value switch with the most tactility compared to a fucking switch that has almost $1.20 per switch. And we're trumped in tactility by both Glorious and Yacht Franken switches. Now, they aren't Holy Pandas because they don't have the Halo stem, but they have proven to be so much more tactile than the drop variants will ever be. The name is one thing, but honestly, who gives a fuck about the name? Nobody. Like, do I talk about... I'm like, yo, Gat Inks? That's like a fucking dirty name. This is like the scary... This is... Okay, I've heard people say that I look scary, but this is peak scariness. This shit is fucking... I don't even know why I even thought about this. This is horrifying. I'm gonna see this in my dreams. The Glorious Pandas have proven that they are a very tactile switch that really goes above and beyond the likes of the leading panda switch. So in conclusion, these Glorious Pandas have a strong tactile bump and a nice deep acoustic to the likes that even I was shocked to realize are more pleasing than the drop Holy Pandas. They are a great value for what you are getting, and one of the few tactile switches that I am confident, like 100% confident, in recommending for viewers and keyboard enthusiasts to purchase. Hey, you got to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I was going to be uploading Gateron caps instead of these, but Gateron caps are gonna be coming sooner, or Gateron caps are gonna be coming later because I wanted to really like go in depth. Turns out that like there were some a reiteration, or not a reiteration, a new version of the Gateron yellows, I think, and people were comparing them to milk yellows and all that stuff. So I've decided to do the same. I'm starting to compare. I'm gonna, as soon as they come in, I'm gonna start comparing the Gat caps to the milky yellows, the regular Gateron yellows, and then I also purchased the milky Gateron caps to see if there's any difference between the yellow ones and the clear one, the milky ones. That video will come out within the next month or so. Sorry that wasn't the video that comes out first. They're both great videos, this one and the Gat caps, so it really doesn't matter about what comes out first or not. As long as you enjoy the video, that's all that matters. I hope you guys got something out of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, greatly appreciate it. Also, leave a comment down below if you feel the same, or you feel indifferent, or I mean not indifferent, but if you feel different about what I have to say, you please comment down below. I'm like full on ready to like have a discussion. I'm not like one of those dick bags that like act the same way that I'm saying shit. I want a thorough conversation. If someone has some other perspective, I'm open to it, you know. Also, Happy New Year, guys. Hope 2021 is not as shitty as 2020. I know 2020 was absolute garbage. I think it's garbage. I'm pretty sure 2021 is gonna be garbage, but not as garbage as 2020. But like still, hope you guys have a great new year. And also, if you guys don't know, I'm streaming on Twitch, and on there I'm doing more chill, more laid back. Not always laid back. We got crazy moments. We got funny moments. Hashtag funny funny moments going on. We got some chill moments. We got moments where we just talk about like designs and shit like that. We have things happening like this clip. Insert clip. The crap person would go fucking maybe I am cracked. I don't know. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Have a happy new year, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm so bad. Anyways, bye.